Contrary to the popular belief of the personal achievement experts, I actually believe you shouldn't set long-term goals, for these three reasons. First, and I know this isn't the most powerful argument for not setting goals, but I just don't like the word. I don't know why, but whenever I imagine someone setting goals, I immediately think of 18-year-old testosterone-filled salesmen standing in front of the mirror each morning shouting at themselves every day on getting better and better and slapping themselves around the face to motivate themselves, I don't know. The second reason I don't like it is because hardly anyone does it. Hardly anyone sets goals. The Harvard Business School carried out a goal-setting study on their students in 1979 and found out that only 3% of them had written down clearly defined goals with plans on how to actually achieve them. And these students, they weren't kids, they probably would have been around 25, 26 years old. Harvard Business School had selected them, they were the elite men and women of their time. But still, only 3% of them had written down goals with plans. Just 3%. So, frankly, even if it's the most scientific proven method of achieving what you want to achieve, what's the point if nobody's doing it? I might as well sit here and say to you, the most guaranteed way to achieve whatever you want to achieve in your life is to, run around Piccadilly Circus every morning naked. They may or may not work, but it's irrelevant anyway, because you're not going to do it. And third, my biggest problem with goals is this. It keeps people realistic. And what I mean by that is if you sat down and wrote a long-term goal right now, it will be within the confines of what you believe you can achieve. In other words, your goals will be realistic. But the problem with realistic goals is this. They will not be big enough to excite you, energise you, or motivate you enough to actually achieve it. Now look, don't get me wrong. If you're writing down long-term goals and then working back from the results you want to create, creating actionable steps and it's working for you, then great, keep on doing it. But if you've tried setting goals before and they haven't worked, or you've never written a long-term goal down in your life, then these are the 3 steps I suggest you follow. Step 1, dream. Just start dreaming. I'm convinced the reason most people do not set goals is because they don't actually know what they want, so how can they write them down? So you have to start dreaming, and here's how you do dream. Just imagine what your ideal life will be 5 years from now. Just daydream, make it up. You're starting with a blank canvas. And if your subconscious mind starts butting into your thoughts with comments like, oh, who do you think you are? Oh yeah, you wish. Come on, be realistic. Then just tell it to shut up. Look, the whole point of this is not to be realistic. Who wants to be realistic? Just dream, open your mind and start wondering. Daydream about it constantly. Become immersed within your thoughts and ideas of your dream life. Keep adjusting and tinkering because, remember, it's your complete fantasy world. Just keep going until you have your ideal dream fully imagined in your mind. And you'll know when you have developed your ideal dream because you just won't be able to sleep, you'll be just too excited and full of adrenaline. Now, this process will unearth your true passions in life. And that's what you want. That's the secret ingredient that I believe goal setting doesn't bring out. And here's a quick story to explain why I believe that's true. When I was a young photocopy salesman, I read this book on setting goals. So I sat down and my first major long-term goal was to sell 100 photocopiers in 1 year, and the next goal was to become sales manager. Oh great, how exciting was that? That wasn't my dream. That didn't ignite any passion in me. And this book also said I had to rewrite my goals every morning and then again every night. And look, once again, I'm not saying that's a bad idea, but it's a real tedious one when deep down you couldn't care less if you achieved the goals or not. The truth is this. I had written my goals within the limits of my own beliefs. I thought the goals were realistic, I believed they were possible, but the goals bored me. If your goals bore you, you're not going to be motivated enough to achieve them. So you've got to keep dreaming, dream. Keep living through it in your mind, keep adjusting it if necessary. And if you're not jumping up and down with excitement with your dream, then just scrap it and start again. Just keep going until you can describe in great detail and with great excitement what your life will be like in 5 years. And it might take you a few days to do this, it might take you a few weeks, it might take you a year or two. You may struggle deep down to believe your dream is possible. All of that is okay. In fact, you should be struggling to believe your dreams are possible. If you're not struggling to believe, then the dream probably isn't big enough. So don't panic if you don't believe your dream is achievable, because that's where step 2 comes in, trust. So once you have your dream, it's then all about you believing in it. And I mean truly, deeply, no doubt believing in it. So how can you achieve that? Well, you think through or write down your whole dream and you begin every single sentence with these 3 words. I am already. You have to bring your dream to the now, to the present tense. And by starting each statement with I am already a successful business owner. I am already so happy, confident and in control of my life. I am already healthy, I'm never ill and my ideal weight. I am already proud to be able to help this community. I am already the expert in this particular industry. You're telling your subconscious, I am already what I want to be. I've already achieved what I want to achieve. You just keep going over it and over it, repeating it and repeating it. Trust it. Immerse yourself in it. And you won't have to make a big conscious effort to do any of this, because if your dream is right and what you're passionate about, you won't be able to stop thinking about it. But it will take some time. Don't expect to be believing your whole dream is achievable after 5 minutes. You've got a whole lot of untrue beliefs that need removing from your subconscious. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, you will get there. And once you trust with every fibre of your body that you already are what you want to be and you already have what you wanted to have, then it's time to move on to step 3, achieve. This is the step where most people who might have had goals but have never worked out how they're going to get there fall down. But you won't, because you know step 2. In step 2, you've already trusted yourself enough to declare, I am. I already am. I already have achieved my dreams. These declarations would have changed your belief system, and we live our lives in harmony with our beliefs. If you get that right, then the act of actually achieving your dream isn't a chore or a struggle at all. It will just all develop and unfold very naturally. To help me explain what I mean, I'm going to share with you one of my self-limiting beliefs. I can't dance. Full stop, end of story. I just feel awkward, I panic, I think everyone in the room is staring at me. I just can't dance. I'd rather be sat in a dentist chair having a root canal. Now, did you pick up on how I started my belief statement? I started it with the words, I can't. It's now, it's present tense, it's already true. I can't dance now. Not being able to dance is not a goal of mine. I didn't start my belief with, I aim not to be able to dance by this time next year. No, it's I can't dance now. And everything you believe to be true about yourself and what you think is possible and not possible are all now, all present tense. They're already true. Okay, so let's rewind a little bit here quickly and review what's happened so far. So in step 1, you developed your dream. It excites you, it energises you, it impassions you. Problem is, at this stage, your limiting beliefs are shouting at you, whatever, who do you think you are? You can't do that. But then in step 2, you're building up the trust that you can achieve your dreams by stating that you already are, that you already have achieved, it's already true. Now, once you trust in those statements and they're instilled into your mind, then your beliefs will start to change. And they've got to change, you've given them no choice. You're not thinking that I aim to achieve this or that sometime in the future. You've already decided. You already are, or you already have. Then, because your subconscious believes you already are what your dream was, it will start working with you, not against you. So, for example, let me take you back to my dancing phobia. So, my subconscious believes I cannot dance. That's my truth. But let's say I ignored it as best as I can and I walked onto the dance floor and started moving a little bit. Now, do you think my subconscious mind is going to help me? Is it going to be there thinking, fair play, Grant? Funny for some reason I thought you couldn't dance, but now I know otherwise, so I'm going to help you out here. First, I'll release a good dose of confidence for you, that'll get you going. Second, don't worry about your arms that seem to have suddenly grown 30 centimetres longer and been capable of moving away from your side. I've just sent a signal down to them, asking them to raise up a little bit and actually move in time with the rest of your body. Third, your legs. Yes, I know, even though you've used them to walk on for the past 42 years, you can't seem to move them at all now. But don't you sweat it, I've already sent down their instructions, not only asking them to move a little bit, but to also do it in time. And fourth, look, most of all, just don't panic, just relax. Everyone in this room will be jealous of you soon. I won't be at all surprised if you get standing ovation by the end of this song. No, of course it doesn't, because your subconscious lives in harmony with your beliefs, just continuously proving yourself right. I believe I can't dance, my subconscious will live true to my beliefs. So what actually goes on in my head when I try to dance is this. What are you doing? No, seriously, what are you doing? You do remember you can't dance? Oh, I can't believe you're doing this, you're not even drunk. Well, I'm not helping you out, those arms aren't moving. And the soles of your shoes aren't moving 1 millimetre off that floor. Everyone's staring at you now, they're all laughing, they'll be talking about this for weeks to come. That's what really goes on in my mind. That's why the second step of this formula, to trusting your dreams, is just so critical to achieving them. If you have a dream that you're passionate about, then speak and act and think and write as I already am. Then your subconscious will, in time, shift from a position of, oh yeah, whatever, to a position of, oh, are you? You better start achieving this then. You will then find your whole life starts moving towards your dream with very little friction. Because you decided you already are, it's already true. It's just like the rest of the world catches up with you. You dream, you take control of your own life, and you simply decide to be. And if you're struggling to accept it's that easy, then just think of a few of your own beliefs for a moment and see how often you're right. For example, if you believe you always catch colds, your subconscious thinks, well, do you? There you go then, there's another virus. If you believe you never win anything, guess what? The world proves you right, day after day after day after day. If you believe you'll never go somewhere on holiday, then you won't. You know the time will never be right, or you'll never have the right amount of money. You are absolutely amazing because you're always right about yourself. Always, always. So just start changing beliefs to match your dreams by declaring you already are, you already have, and you'll continue to keep proving yourself right. Listen, you deserve to have dreams that excite and motivate and ignite passion in you. You deserve to have dreams that just seem so outrageous now, you dare not even tell anyone else about them yet. Your life shouldn't be about being realistic. No, stop being realistic. Was it realistic you were even born? Look at your life. Look at the wonderful coincidences that make up the fabric of your existence today. Just decide to be the person you deserve to be, and then the whole world will soon catch up with you. Just decide to be. Just decide to be ambitious, to be impassioned, to be optimistic, to be joyous, to be adventurous, to be alive and be awake and ready to listen to your now unimaginable dreams. Because this week, these days, this now will pass anyway. So make this now a super now that just makes you go wow. Hi, it's Grant J. Marsh. I hope you enjoyed this episode of my new show. If you did, I wondered if you could help me. I'm starting from absolute scratch here. I've got no following, no Facebook fans, no YouTube or iTunes subscribers. So it would be really appreciated if you could help me gain some momentum for this show by doing 1, 2, or maybe all 3 of the following. 1, could you share it with others? Either directly or through your social media. 2, subscribe to either my YouTube channel at Grant J. Marsh, if you prefer the video, or the Super Now Wow podcast on iTunes, if you prefer the audio version. And 3, become a Super Now Wow member by going to supernowwow.com. It's free, and it always will be, and it's easy. You just need to enter your name and email address. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure how the experience for our members will evolve. But as a member, you will certainly receive additional inspiring content, how-to training, and be involved with how this show develops into the future. We'll look after you, so come and join our family at supernowwow.com. Thank you for your help. You're absolutely amazing. And of course, remember that this week, these days, this now is going to pass anyway. So you might as well make this now a super now that just makes you go, wow.